What is up, you guys? I hope you are doing awesome. Today I've got a truly incredible Barnes & Noble haul that I want to go through with you guys. But before I get into any of that crap, I want to give a shout out, special thanks to my man Ditto, who procured me, these are actually his volumes of Get Backers. Get Backers 17, 18, 19, 21, and 22. You can't see it, but that actually finishes the series. Get Backers are early Tokyo Pop editions. It's a pretty decent series. 25 total, and they've got a prequel series that's another 2 volumes. Decent art. It's let's see, art by Rondo Ayamine, story by Yuya Aoki. Pretty decent. I haven't finished it, obviously, because I didn't have these ones, but now I have the opportunity to. So thank you, my man. Now, Barnes & Noble stuff, right? So I've got, I want to show you, sneak peek. This is bag number 1. Still kind of not too bad. There's too bad, not too bad, not too bad. But then this one, oh my god, this is the mother load, you guys. So I'm gonna check that out very last, because it's a secret, kind of. If you paid attention to the opening, it's not that secret. But I wanted to talk to you guys about Barnes & Noble and how badass they are. They've got this thing called Manga Mondays. Now that's not going on right now, and I'll tell you why in a second. It'll start up again in January, but right now, or not right now, but in January, they'll have this thing called Manga Mondays. Every Monday, you check out barnesandnoble.com, and they'll tell you, it's like they give you 5 to 7-ish, sometimes 4 to 7-ish manga to choose from. They are half price. They're actually less than half price, slightly less. And so we got awesome stuff. This is all Manga Monday stuff that I've been getting since I've been missing. That's a long damn story. But this is Captain Harlock 1 and 2. 2 just came out like a couple weeks back. Printed by 7 Seas. They originally retailed for 13 bucks. I got them for like 6.5. Not too bad. We got Monster Hunter, Flash Hunter. This is the final volume, volume 10, right? So it's published by Viz, so that means it's 10, 11 bucks. 11 bucks. Got it for like 5.5. Awesome deal. This is the amazing Neo Parasite M, and I actually, if I have time, I'd like to do a separate video about this specifically, because it has some of my favorite manga authors. Now, Parasite is an old-ass series, right? So that was early Tokyo Pop, and it was flipped, and the translation was terrible. And then Kodansha got it back when they were Del Rey, when they were producing as Del Rey in the US. And so all of my editions are Del Rey. But you guys might know Parasite the Maxim, the anime, right? That was dope. So the manga is what inspired the anime. And now this is several years after the anime, or the manga's ended, and they get different mangaka to write their version of the Parasite story. So some of the badass authors, we got Peach Pit, we got Hiro Mashima, we got Hiroki Endo. So already some of my favorite mangaka. We got whatever the dude from Prison School is, Akira Hiramoto. So awesome art. Let me see if I can find some good stuff for you. And it's just their version of Parasite. So in fact, my favorite, okay, so here you go. That is some Prison School art if I've ever seen some. And I was actually showing this to Abe, and he turned right to it and he was like, oh my god. So that's the president of the school. If you guys know Prison School, it's a riot. And so this one specifically, the Hiro Mashima chapters, the Migi, the little horrible alien guy, shows up in Fairy Tail. So this is Lucy and Migi. Pretty good stuff, you guys. I dig it. It's definitely a riot. Check it out if you dig Parasite, or if you dig any of the other authors. This is Kuroko's Basketball number 17 and 18. This is, again, the omnibus, and I'm kind of collecting these sporadically. The last one I got was another Manga Monday sale, so that was 9 and 10. So I have 1 and 2, and a big ass gap, and then 9 and 10, and then another big ass gap, 17, 18. But I'll be piecing the rest of them out here, hopefully soon enough. Grimgar Fantasy and Ash, and I think I talked to you guys a little bit about this earlier. That's pretty good, done by Yen Press. There's 2 volumes of it out now. So, And it was originally a light novel, I believe, and then they adapted it to an anime, and then someone made a manga, blah, blah, blah. This is To Your Eternity, and if I believe, it's by the silent voice. Yeah, the mangaka that did a silent voice, Yoshitoki Oima. And I haven't read this yet. I don't want to flip through it, actually, because that's some major spoilers. But this is Kodansha Comics. Silent Voice was Kodansha. This is $13, so it's a little bit pricier because it's a little bit bigger, like the regular size manga, you know what I mean? So, there's that. And then last but not least, this was released on Tuesday of this week, guys. This is Splatoon from Nintendo, published by Viz, so it's $10. Hopefully, if this does well, we get some other Nintendo manga. Metroid, I don't know if you guys know, but there's a Metroid manga that was never released in the US. I'm grateful that we've got Zelda now, but I would really like the Metroid manga. Okay, so get backers, Manga Mondays. Okay, so they stopped Manga Mondays. This is what I was telling you guys about. Where the hell did my juice go? No. So they stopped Manga Mondays. And, they've only stopped it for the month of December. Well, the last half of December, first half of January. Because right now, and I tweeted about this, if you guys follow me on Twitter, make sure you're checking me out there for all the behind the scenes crap. But if for those who don't know, Barnes & Noble right now is having a buy two get one free sale, and that is game breaking, especially with me, because I wait all year for the Right Stuff sale and the Barnes & Noble buy two get one free sale. So this was this morning, I checked, and someone had sent me a message about it, and I lost it. And I'm gonna go broke here, because I've already gotten 3 things for my stuff. They're all shipping, I've got 1. And when I get the other 2, and they've got another week, actually, so with Right Stuff, new stuff comes out each week. They put new stuff on sale each week. And, so I gotta check back every week. That's how they get you. The Right Stuff's good people, so I'm not too upset. So I went to 2 different Barnes & Nobles. This is the first receipt. Not too shabby. And I got, for you guys, well for me, for sure, but I got to show you guys, The Children of the Whales. And the cover is definitely intriguing. And I've seen this, I've just seen it bits and pieces, and I don't really know what it's about. But the art looks good. I leafed through it just for a second in the store. It looks like pretty good, pretty interesting. And it's $13 Viz Signature. And we need some good Viz Signature titles, I would say. So super stoked about that. This is the time that I've got reincarnated as a slime. This is volume 1 and volume 2, and I meant to pick these up earlier, and I just never got around to it because I've been in all sorts of terrible trouble with you guys. But also $13, used by Kodansha, and I'm definitely stoked to get into those. Spice and Wolf Volume 14, that's an adorable ass cover. It's in plastic though, so that means something good's in there. And for those who don't know, also the novel Spice and Wolf is done, and now we get Wolf and Parchment, and that's kind of like the sequel, I guess, but or spin-off, I guess. I don't know. But that novel just was released the other day, and I didn't pick it up because light novels take me forever to read. Manga takes me forever to read anyway, and light novels take even longer. And I'm still not even done with the Spice and Wolf novels, but anyway, if you all are interested. This is The Girl from the Other Side, Volume 3. This is a creepy, good-ass series. If you guys haven't checked this out yet, you gotta do so. I recommend it. The first 2 volumes were on point, and I'm super stoked about that. This is Overlord, Volume 4. This is the manga, not the light novel, again, because you guys know why. Volume 4. Okay, so, now the big bag. You guys gotta check the receipt out on this one, though. This is... It just goes. That's some manga right there. Okay, so I went nuts. I'm gonna put it up again so you guys can see. That's a lot of manga. Even the cashier was like, okay, and just check me out, because that's what she's supposed to do. Fairy Tail, Volume 60, and they're all disorganized. I probably should have Probably should organize them a little bit. But this is Fairy Tail Volume 60. This is Holic Ray Volume 4. This is the Holic Tsubasa, I guess, sequel to Holic and Tsubasa. That's Volume 4. And that came out forever ago. I just didn't have it. This is Bleach 62. I got a lot of Bleach, and I got a lot of Fairy Tail. So I'm going to kind of set them aside, and we'll go through them at the end when I get through all the other stuff. This also came out last week. This is Astro, Lost in Space, and I don't know anything about it, but it looks dope, and I like space stuff. And it kind of looks like the character's gonna have like this Xenoblade look about them. I just looked through it just for a second. There's monsters and stuff. I'm pretty stoked about that. Astro, Lost in Space. And like always, if you guys have already read this stuff, let me know in the comments below so I can know what to get at first. Because a lot of this is new to me. There's some Fairy Tail we'll get at in a second. More Fairy Tail. More Fairy Tail. Oh, okay. More Bleach. This is The Promised Neverland, and people have been going nuts over this. And this also was a Manga Monday sale, and I slept on it. I just ignored it. I was like, doesn't look that interesting, but I didn't do any research. You gotta do your research, because it turns out this is going to be one of Jump's most amazing series this year. 2018 is, I would assume, at least. So there's that. Okay, this is a random ass volume of Monster Hunter Flash Hunter. Because of the Manga Monday sales, I've got kind of like Kuroko's basketball. I have 1 and 2, and then I have nothing, and then I have 9, and now you just saw 10. So this is 7. So I'm piecing it out slowly but surely. This is all that they had at my brick and mortar Barnes and Noble. There's some more Fairy Tail, there's some more Bleach, Oh, My Hero Academia Volume 9. I got a couple more of these in there too. Let's see if I can find them really quick. Oh, no, distracted, don't care. This is Dragon Ball Super Volume 2. You guys, you gotta love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is the bread and butter. That's what I started with. I'm stoked to read this. This came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think. And the first Dragon Ball Super was awesome. Way better than... And I mean, I don't want to shit on the anime, because I do that a lot, but like, I have the first 2 editions of Dragon Ball Super, the first 2 seasons, I guess, parts of Dragon Ball Super, and I watched all of the first one and the first disc of the second one, and it is so... It's funny, but it doesn't keep my attention. It is boring, and I haven't seen it yet. I'm watching it dubbed, because Sean Schimmel is the only Goku that will ever be Goku for me. So I've waited all this time, and I'm trying to watch it dubbed, and it's just like dull. Like, it's so boring, especially the first part. But the manga just picked up and went, right? So I've already read the first one. That was fire. This one should be pretty freaking good too. I'm stoked about it. Alright, more Bleach. This is more Bleach. Like I said, I got a lot of Bleach. One Punch Man Volume 10. And this came out forever ago. You guys know it, because you're more on top of this crap than I am. But Volume 11 and Volume 12. Bada bing. So now I'm caught up there, thankfully. That's pretty cool. As I promised, I've got more My Hero Academia. This is Volume 8 and Volume 10. And for those of you who know my collection better than me, you would know that I'm still behind. I need 7. I have 1 through 6, now 8, 9, and 10, so I gotta look for 7. And for those of you like me who are just kind of pulling stuff out periodically, if you go to a store and they only have a couple volumes of whatever you need, the sales also applies to stuff online. So, like, I will make a big ass online order when I'm done with this, because the 2 Barnes & Nobles close to my house have already hit up, and that's what I got here. So this is Attack on Titan 22, and there's the back. That should tell you something. For those who are not caught up on Attack on Titan, the last volume, 21, was crazy, and so I'm just like, and the cover! Look at the cover! Anyone who knows Attack on Titan knows that this cover means some shit, and so I'm worried because 21 didn't end well in my opinion, and I'm just worried it's gonna be terrible. And this is Platinum End Volume 4, and Platinum End is awesome. That started off crappy, and I read the next one, and then it was really good, and I read the third one, and it was amazing, and so I will read this tonight before I go to bed, I swear, because I've been looking forward to it for a while. I just haven't been able to get it. I've been so behind on like manga and stuff recently, guys. It's been my life's been weird and crazy. And I'll tell you guys more about it later if you care, but no one cares. You're here for manga, right? That's what I'm here for. Okay, so Bleach. Let me reorganize them just a little bit. Bleach is a series that I got into from Volume 1, right? Like I'm one of the pioneers of the Bleach fandom. And, well, Abe specifically, my younger brother Abs, he picked it up and he was like, you gotta read this, and I read the first couple volumes and I was hooked. Bleach was so good, and then it blew up, right? You guys know it, and that's when the rest of the world got involved, and I've been collecting them without reading them because there's so much other stuff, and I really wanted to wait until it ended. Same with Fairy Tail. As controversial as that sounds, I don't like reading a series as it's coming out, because then it gets to be like Dragon Ball Super and Platinum End and Attack on Titan, and it just drives me nuts that I can't just binge the whole thing, right? So, but now that Bleach is over, got the rest of it. This is volume 60. I'm missing 61, but this is 62. This is 63. That's not much of a cover, but the back cover is pretty cool. You guys can check that out. This is 64, and these were released like, some of these, I think it's like 2 years ago, Volume 60 came out, so I've been super behind, but that's okay, because I've got them all now. 67, so I'm missing 65, 61, 65, this is 68, this is 69, this is 70, and I'm looking at the covers and I have no idea who these people are. I have no idea who the people are on the back, but like Ishida's still alive, so I guess that's good for me. This is 71, and I think there's 72 total. So like I don't even think 72 is out yet. I think that comes out later on, but that's pretty good. So I'm missing 3. One of them doesn't exist in America, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so it's getting there, and I'm stoked to read it, you guys. I'm almost giddy thinking about it. It's gonna be a blast. I love the characters of Bleach. They're so good. And then let me reorganize this one a little bit too. So, a lot like Bleach, Fairy Tail I got into before it was cool. I'm the hipster of anime, and because I was into Rave Master, as a lot of you guys know, and Rave Master is the shit. Rave Master's so good. And so, when Rave Master had like 20-something volumes out, and they released the first Fairy Tail, and I bought it because it was Mishima, right? And I was like, Rave Master's good, this one's gotta be good. And it was good, but I was so far into Rave Master, I was like, I don't care. And then Rave Master ended, and I was like, okay, let's pick it up again. And so I picked it up and read, like, I think up to volume 10 they had at that point. And it was crazy, and I was like, oh my god, where's the next volume? And a lot like Bleach, where I was like, it bugged me that I couldn't just binge it, and so I stopped. So I'll be rereading Fairy Tail as well. But this is 58. This is 59. And this is 60. 61. He looks so freaking cool there, Natsu's so badass. 62. And I don't know how many Fairy Tail there are. And I'm scared to just crack one open and see, because that could be some spoiler crap. This is Fairy Tail Rhodonite. Rhodonite. I'm assuming, because like I said, I don't know, because I stopped very early in the series. But one of the Fairy Tail spin-offs, and then this is Fairy Tail S. This is actually done by Mishima. Well, it says it's presented by Mishima, so I don't know how well he authored it, but it's like chibi stuff, like nonsensical stuff, it looks like, and 4 comas and stuff like that. Just fun stuff. Mishima likes to have fun. That's that! Damn! Okay, so let me get a pile here. So there's Manga Mondays. This is Manga Mania up here. This is more Manga Mania. Oh, and Dragon Ball is going right in the front because hell yeah. And then all this stuff right here, done up like that. And we're gonna put get backers here too, because why the hell not? There you go. That's the Barnes & Noble manga haul. I hope this wasn't too long. And I hope you guys had fun. And if, like I said before, if there's anything that you want to recommend for me to snag up, the sale goes, the buy two get one free sale goes into like the second week in January. So depending on my financial situation, I have a couple more of these. Like I said, I've got Right Stuff packages en route to me right now, so there'll be more Right Stuff coming. So lots more to look forward to. And again, I just let's be real for a second. I want to thank the subscribers that are still here with me after all this time, because 2017 was a rough year for me, guys, and it still might be a rough year to come. I don't want it to be. I'm really trying to work towards it so that it's not, but I don't have a groove. Last year I had a groove where I would record and upload regularly, and it was fun, and there's just so much hell that's been going on with me. I don't have a lot of free time, and the free time I do have, I have to put towards other things that are just slightly more important than manga and stuff like that. But I'm working on it for sure, and I mean, I don't want to promise you guys anything because I suck and I've broken so many promises before, but I'm hoping that it gets better from this point forward. But again, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Whoever is still here and checking it out and giving me love, I appreciate that. And I'll tell you guys that later. There's some exciting stuff coming with the Right Stuff sale, so stay tuned, I guess, as always. So I think that's it. Thanks again. Hope you guys are having an awesome holiday season. I'll check you out later. Peace. Juice.